Hello and welcome to Puff and Drinks. Thank you once again for joining our show. Thank you for allowing us to come out here to Tobacco Town. We want to make sure that we have a good time with you guys and then also get to know a little bit about each other. So, with that being said, Leisha, take it away.
Hi, how are you? I'm Aisha from iPlace, 13124 Mac Avenue. We're a new cigar bar on the east side of Detroit. Um, got me a little
How long have you been in business so far?
since September of last year, so September 2024.
Okay. Have you already had a brand opening?
We have not had our grand opening. We've only had our soft opening.
Okay. When do you anticipate your grand opening?
Uh, Probably around beginning of July.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. What makes your cigar bar, your cigar lounge or bar unique?
Well, I've been told that we are I don't know if I can say this, but we're the Black Cheers.
That's fine. That's perfect.
It's a place where we know everybody's name. You know, you come in, you feel like family.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you
All right.
definitely feel like family when you come in there.
So it's Byron B with Puff and Drinks. So we say it's like cheers and everything. So you have a lot of regulars.
Yes,
A lot of regulars.
yes.
Everybody knows their name.
Everybody knows their name.
Oh, okay.
Come in, you're greeted by name.
So if we wanted to come by, when can we come by?
Saturdays,
In your hours?
6 to 2 in the morning.
Okay.
62 minutes.
Yes.
Is that 6 a.m. to 2 a.m.?
6 p.m. currently. Currently 6 p.m.
Okay.
I was about to say that is the place to be.
So how big is the place?
We're probably about 3,000 square feet. Our VIP lounge is not finished. We do have an outdoor patio that we're finishing up now.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
So what made you want to get started into the cigar business?
What made me get started is I was going to cigar bars in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, on a regular basis. And at that time, we had nothing close to that here. I wanted a place where basically the grown and sexy could go.
Okay.
You go, you can relax, you can chill. It wasn't about popping this, popping that. It was just a nice, chill, relaxed, casual, comfortable place that you could just go and have a good time.
Okay. Any live music?
Occasionally, we do have live music, yes.
Okay. All right. And any food?
Always.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
known in the boating community for having, for being cook. I cook for them every single Sunday, and we all eat dinner as a family. So I've incorporated that into the cigar bar. So we always have food. We always have a full meal when we come with us.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
Okay. All right. All right.
So have you thought about expanding your hours or days?
Yes, we will soon as we have the grand opening in July, we'll be open every single day.
Okay.
Awesome.
One of the better questions: are we invited to the grand opening?
Always.
Because we would love to have a live broadcast there when
I
we do the
would
grand
love for you
opening.
to have on there.
Awesome.
Oh.
We'll be there.
Yes, we'll be there. Yes. Okay. Nice.
Nice. Rob, tell us a little bit about you.
Hey, Rob Strahl, cigar roller. I'll be supporting Buffalo Week. I'll be here Saturday for 10 special guests on a raffle. We'll be able to blend their own cigar and actually roll them.
Okay. Good. Okay. You mentioned something, puffing all week.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, there's, I think, 5 lounges that are sponsoring each day. And so each day there's something unique at each of their venues. And we end up, I think, at Buffalo Park again
Okay.
Sunday.
After party at iPlace.
And it's an after party at iPlace. Okay. Even better. See, more we learn something new every day. All right. All right. Perfect. 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 Tell us something, and I want you guys both to take and tell us something that will draw people to your place. What makes your place so unique?
Again, mine is a comfort. It's the comfort is what draws you in. Comfort is what keeps you, and the comfort is what will draw you in. It's how do you say? normally get is wow.
Okay.
It's an unexpected,
The
it's
wow
unexpected,
factor.
yes.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right. Rob?
Yeah, I don't have a place. What I bring is the experience to you. So I offer like a tutorial, explain the whole process of how a cigar is constructed. I also can educate you on growing, curing, fermenting, sorting, aging, and then focusing and mainly on construction.
Now, will you be at all the openings, or will you, just be at the park?
I'll be at Tobacco Town on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Y'all heard that. Tobacco Town on Saturday. Okay. If you want to see how a cigar is rolled and enjoy the process, come see Rob. That's your man. We want to thank you guys. I know you guys have other things to do. You have businesses to run and everything else. We want to make sure that we get everybody in tonight. So if you don't mind, step away for a second and then let our other guests come in. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you once again. You can just leave the mic there.
This session is called Pass the Mic.
Yes. Fernando, come on in.
All right, guys. If you are a viewer of Puffin Drinks, you already know this guy here on the right hand side is Fernando. We've interviewed him once before, but tell us where you're from, Fernando, and what got you started.
The name of my lounge is the Rosa Cigar Lounge in downtown Wayne, Metro Detroit. What got me started was having a conversation with Monique. Her enthusiasm and conversation that she brought to me opened up the idea of wanting to have my own cigar lounge.
Awesome.
Okay, all right. Now, how's it going for you?
It's going real well.
All right.
Real
Yeah.
good. We've been changing things around. We got the furniture in place. So looking forward to Black Attire come next Friday.
A black attire.
Black Attire.
Okay. Good.
Don't mean you have to be elegant.
Yeah. Just black attire.
So what time does that start?
So it actually starts at 6. The 6 to 7 will be the cocktail hour.
Okay.
And then after that, the festivities will begin. We will have bourbon class by Joe Wilson.
You got Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a live DJ and a saxophone player who will be on that night.
Okay.
Looking
No,
forward to
not this Friday, but next Friday.
Friday.
All right. Is this the
June 5th.
okay?
6th.
June 6th.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
And now is this the kickoff of Cigar Week?
No, Birds is the kickoff.
Birds Cigar. Okay.
Okay.
All
On
right.
Thursday
All
night.
right.
All right.
All right. All right.
And who's the brother that's next to?
Slick Corey right here.
Slick Corey. All right.
We've been trying to catch up with you, Corey. Now, come on, tell us all about
Corey Grant, I'm the owner of Tobacco Town, located in Trenton, 01 King Road. I've been here year 5 now. Always enjoy cigars and Lord bless me with the opportunity.
it. All right. Tell us a little bit about how did you get to this point?
A little bit about my history. I was a police officer for 10 years. Where I had my first cigar. I'm not sure what it was called. I was putting my hands, but
We all have stories about those.
Yeah.
So from there, it just became, I enjoyed the fellowship and the camaraderie that has the Canadian culture where you can sit down with find a common ground over 5 weeks. My concept for the business that I run, we are lounges, bars, we are a place where you can come down.
Okay. Hey, nice, nice. I have a question for both of you. What is your favorite cigar? What was that again?
A lit one.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I know.
Really? I spoke to me with my favorite. I can tell the cycle.
Okay. All right. All right.
Both are delicious. And I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like Corey's. I lit.
You're right.
There we
a
go.
lit one. Yeah.
There's
yeah,
good. I like that. I like that.
We're always trying new cigars. We're always
You're right.
You have your classics and your legacy line. So we're always trying to. Yes, I have my cigars that I'll always go back to. But to say what my favorite cigar is,
Okay. All right. All right. So, I don't know if we said the hours of each of you guys' spot. Start with you, Corey.
10 to 8, Monday through Sunday.
10 to 8,
10
Monday
to
to
8,
Sunday.
so stay a little later.
Okay. Okay.
You can put two bodies in.
Hey,
That's
There
the
you
most
go.
important thing. Gentlemen, now I know that Puffin Week is coming up and everything else. What day is yours, Fernando?
mine's Friday.
Okay, on
June
Friday,
6th.
June 6th, and yours?
Saturday, we're running 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Or we're going to have Rob cigar rolling tutorial with a DJ from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to have a jazz band. We'll be here with a food truck.
Oh, nice, nice. All right.
All right.
We'll look forward to being in both of you guys' spots.
We've already shown you we'll be there. We'll always take and make sure that we take and highlight all the cultures within the cigar world, especially with African Americans. We're making sure of that. So, in closing, for you guys, tell us something that's different and unique about why you chose to smoke a cigar. I know, caught you off guard. That's the whole the whole thing.
Yeah, my first cigar was given to me so I didn't have an attitude with the water. So that was my first cigar. There, I just enjoyed it. Everybody was and just went down a rabbit hole.
You haven't come out yet.
Stop.
Stay puffing.
Mine is stupid as common. When I've had a rough day, I
Mhm.
go home, my patio, smoke, and just bring it down.
But how you get started?
How did I get started?
Yeah.
I got started, me and my cousins were out one night. We headed to a party. We
Okay.
went to the store. I said, so we smoked. Right. All right. And my first one was my father.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
My
Oh,
my
nice.
first cigar, my father.
you never forget the first.
Yeah.
Never forget the first.
It's been only popping ever since.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice, nice. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for sitting on the couch or pass the mic here at
We'll let
Tobacco
y'all get
Town.
back to what y'all do best.
Yeah.
And once again, thank you again, and we'll see you this week.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
guys. Thank you.
All right. So while these guys are transitioning out, I just want to say my first time smoking a cigar. A guy at work gave me a cigar, and it took me 3 months to smoke it. And then once I first smoked it, it was love since then. Love since then.
My first time was actually on the golf course. Once I got on the golf course and I had the first taste of a cigar,
Yeah.
I haven't been right ever since.
All right.
It was a Rocky Patel. So
All right.
again, that's how we got started
That's
and
how
what we
got
do.
started. Yeah,
So,
he's absolutely.
gentlemen, welcome to Puff and Drinks.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going, guys? How's it going? Perfect. Take a moment and tell us who you are and then who you represent.
My name is Tony Anderson. I own City Smoke Mobile Cigar Lounge. We've been in business for about 9 years now. So we're doing us just like you would regular limousine. The difference is you can smoke on the bus. We have a humidor. You can bring your own pre-owned spirits on board. And you can do a number of things. Come to your house, park there. Take you and your group on a cigar lounge tour. Come to your house, take a tent in the backyard, courtyard, that's a family reunion, weddings, anniversaries, whatever it is, we do everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
All right.
nice.
And
That's
see,
nice.
see, we will be talking afterwards, but that's another story.
Absolutely.
We got you.
All right, Joe, tell us who you are.
All right, Joe Wilson, also known as the Bourbon Pitmaster or Smoky Joe.
Smoky Joe.
Smoky
Depends
Joe.
on how we met.
Yeah, right,
Mhm.
right.
So I'm the co-owner of Smoky Joe Barbecue food trucks. And the Bourbon Pitmaster is fairly new. Started last year. Doing some podcasting, some whiskey and cigar pairing reviews, and hence the name the Bourbon Pitmaster because of background. So we've had the food truck now since 2018. We do all kind of private events, different functions downtown, anywhere and everywhere. Wherever you need us, the food truck will pull up. So
Awesome.
that's me.
Okay,
Right.
nice.
Right.
Yeah, keep that in mind. We have the mobile smoke lounge, and then we have the mobile food lounge.
So I think we're going to ask for the question that we normally ask in situations like this. How would I pair what you guys do? So you doing the food, well, he's doing the food, and you're doing the actual drinks and everything else on your mobile thing. How would you pair everything up?
That's easy. That's really easy.
All right.
Because we've done this together several times.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. So you got it down to a science.
And smoke at the same time. Eat some Smoky Joe's barbecue, have some smoke cigars. Call us up. We can come together. We do festival events, subdivision events. That's big. Also, like this past weekend, did the No Life Barbecue Fest. Good way to get he and I together at the same time. So usually those are stationary events, and everybody kind of show up to them. And we have different at the same time. Purchase cigars, smoke cigars, and get some good barbecue. You can also get, he makes a wonderful brisket. I have to say that. I had it. It's fire for real.
Okay.
Tell us how you really feel. All right.
To get us both together, just go ahead, and book us. And if usually when someone books me and depending on the type of event, I ask if you have a little food. And then I plug him in. And vice versa. You have a little cigar, do this, do that. And we just patch it together. That way you get the best of both worlds.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, we've done several events together. What he does is very unique. It's not just a mobile cigar lounge; it's an experience.
Yeah.
Right. He does these regular, I like to call them hauls, where he takes you around to different cigar lounges. So not only do you get the experience when you get there, it's kind of the pregame, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So he's like the tailgate.
Yeah, but it's kind of
Okay.
before you get there. So
Okay.
when you're mobile, he'll do a run, for example, like for next week, right? With the event that we have, right? Open all week, 313. His services, are available, being that the lounges are all over. We got Tobacco Town over here right now, in Trenton. That can be kind of a hike for some folks that come from Sterling Heights or the East Side.
Yes.
So he'll do a pickup. Folks can, get on the bus, ride the bus here. But while you're riding, you're also puffing.
Okay.
Nice.
Possibly sipping.
And
Very
when we
nice.
do that, we do a little brief cigar overview, kind of what you're smoking, how to pair it, what you should taste in your cigar, what you should taste in your spirit, so and how the two should complement each other. What you're speaking of is what we call open runs. Post once a month. Here's what we're doing. Here's the pickup location. Here's the fee for the event. Pay your money, show up, and we're off. A lot of times we don't tell you what we're going until you get on the bus.
Nice.
It's an experience.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I said, when you pair the two together, it's a wonderful thing. So a lot of people,
Absolutely.
they didn't know but really need it until they got on the bus.
True.
The first time he got on the bus, I think like 4 or 5 people were doing, and it was like, oh, okay, hey, you do this, yeah. So it's all about connecting the dots, so to speak. So in the presence of doing something that you like to do, whether it's having a cocktail, whether it's having a smoke, whether it's just fellowship with other people on the ground. So we bring them all together that way.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we know that you guys have things you have to do, and you're also prepping for.
No,
for
stay,
All
no,
right.
I I'm gonna let you talk, but I ain't going nowhere. But I want to say this before you let me go.
No problem.
So, pickup location for Pumpkin Off is going to be in Fairlane.
Okay.
PM Train Park. It's $30 per person to get on. They'll take you from there to the event. So if you overindulge, you don't have to worry about driving.
Now, do you have a website?
Yes, mycitysmoke.com.
Okay.
City Smoke Mobile Cigar Lounge on Facebook. My City Smoke on Instagram. Look for that or give us a call at 734-767-6112.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. Joe, will you be at the park?
Yes.
Awesome.
So for next week, for Puffin All Week, I'm definitely involved in it. On Friday, I'll be at La Rosa doing a whiskey pairing. You've seen how those
Absolutely.
So
will you be selling the flights also?
I'll be doing a whiskey chat. We'll be doing bourbon 101. So I'll be talking you through, the basics of bourbon and basics of whiskey. Just kind of elevate the experience of sipping something and tell you what's in your glass. Educating folks on what they're actually drinking. So we'll be doing that over there. My food truck will be here at Tobacco Town on that Saturday for the day party. But there's a rumor that I may step inside and do a whiskey chat too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Fantastic.
Awesome, man. We
So
do appreciate it.
At La Rosa's, will you be doing the flights also?
Yeah, we're working out that now and figure out exactly what we're going to offer. But there will be some pairings. There will be some flights available at the Rosa on that Friday.
Nice.
All right.
Absolutely. All right.
Well, gentlemen, we thank you once again, and we have to ask you guys. Well, if you don't mind, step away so we can bring our next guest in.
Pass the mic.
You want us to leave?
All right.
Pass the mic.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for our next guest or anything else, we wanted to let everybody know that Puffin Drinks is broadcasting, and we'll be on later on this week. We'll be showing and showcasing all the different locations that's going to be part of Puffin the Week. So definitely stay with us as we welcome our next guest. They're approaching the couch now, and then once we get them all situated, we're going to ask them and put them on the hot seat. And again, this is what we do, and we always ask the one particular question of our guests: what you smoking on? So here we go. We're going to talk about it and see what we can get going. Ladies, grab the mic. There we go. Thank you. Okay. All right. Hello, ladies. Tell us, who are you?
My name is Katrina, aka Hurricane.
Okay. Hi, Miss V. Pleasure to meet you all. And what brings you out tonight to Tobacco Town?
Fellowship.
Okay. Don't y'all have something big coming up though?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
June 8th from 12 to 6 at Waldo Park.
Awesome. All right. Now, I know that there's a lot of things leading up to the picnic. Can you elaborate a little bit more on those?
Yes, we'll be here on the 6th. The 5th. Okay, see, they caught me off guard. I'm going to let it easy. Thursday, we will meet at Birds.
Okay. What time? What time on Thursday?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
At Birds.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Friday will be at Saturday, it's a big party.
Okay.
At 2 o'clock. And then Sunday is our picnic on the garden.
Awesome. All right. Will you have a lot of different vendors and everything else there at the park?
So this year we decided not to do vendors. What we decided to do was have our vendors come out and support and sponsor.
Awesome.
So, I'm not saying you can't hang yourself outside of your trunk, but we are not having vendor setups this year. We did ask our vendors that have been following us and supporting us over the years to sponsor this year.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. Different approach. Different approach. Okay. So we've asked the guys before they sat on the couch and everything else, and then even as they sat on the couch, what are your favorite smokes?
So I still feel like I'm in I don't I started out with Tatiana's, the Groovy Blue, and I have now expanded my palette. So I feel like I go to I'm probably
6
All right.
years. That's not a
That's
newbie.
not a newbie. I thought she was about to say 6 months,
Right.
but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Here's me.
You know. Okay. All right then. Okay. You're still breaking in. Okay. Okay. All right. We got you.
So I would say my favorite right now is
Oh.
one of my favorites right now.
Okay. Okay. So you don't lock in.
Not really. But I do have a few favorites. Like this one is my favorite.
No. 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 I won't do it. I won't put you on the spot.
It is one of my favorites, but right now it's the blues.
What did we just hear that one of the guys' favorite cigars was lit up?
One that's lit.
One that's lit.
Yeah.
So and to me that's a delicious cigar.
Yeah.
One that's lit.
One that's lit.
One that's lit. So that's his favorite cigar. Miss Katrina, oh, I'm sorry, Hurricane.
Yeah. Hurricane.
I would have to say one of my go-tos, but anyone that really stays sisters. There were no names,
Mhm.
Crazy Alan, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I can talk to anyone. And today will be an upsetter, the small
Mm-hmm.
axe. Just try it.
Well, I have an upsetter also. It's the Rude Boy.
Yeah. In the Django is it favorite?
Yes, Django's favorite. Oh yeah. Yes. All right. I know that you guys have things you're doing and that you're preparing and prepping for the week because it's going to be a very long week. So I know you guys got a lot of stuff going on and everything else. So in closing, because I know that you're getting ready to go and everything else, tell us your culture for Puff and Pearls.
So, Puppet is I want to say it is more of a sister. Our bonding, we are more than just women that smoke cigars. We uplift each other, we cry together, so many times. And we definitely support each other. Many of us are our sisters are business owners, so we support each other.
Awesome.
We also we participate in other it's not and all of our events are not related. So we have events that we just did bingo. There was another event at someone's home. They got together. Moulin Rouge.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
By next month or July, we might do that. Has nothing to do with cigars.
Yeah.
There you go.
In addition to all of those, we do a lot of community service. Donate to shelters, women's shelters, and men. Some of the churches they have what they call closet for parishioners to go and shop in their closet. They don't have to pay anything; they just go and get what they need.
Oh, nice.
Food, we do all of that. So we don't just
There we go. All right. Once again, ladies, we thank you for joining Puff and Drinks as always. And we want to have your president and a few others join us for a few minutes.
well, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And then once again, we'll see you soon. We'll see you guys soon. Yes. All right.
Thank you for coming out.
as we're transitioning to our next guest and everything else, we just want to make sure that everybody is aware that Puff and Drinks has been around for a while. We're trying to make sure that we highlight the cigar culture. We believe in showing that there's different flavors, different tastes for everybody. So we definitely want you guys to tune in and watch us on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. So please definitely do that. As our guests are lining up right now, our next co-host is also joining us. And again, I'm Jimmy Jefferson.
Byron B.
I'm sorry for being late, gang.
Rodney Q Love. And again, welcome to Puff and Drinks. Hello, ladies.
Yes.
Hello. Take a moment and tell us about Puff and Pearls. You guys have all the experience. You guys are the founders. Please let us know.
So Love with My Pearls is a female cigar group, so it's a social and cultural collective. So we are women who are cigar smokers who come together to unite our sisterhood, but we've chosen to, with the cigars being our base, of just the networking, the socializing, to getting to learn and to know more about cigars. As we embrace each other, as one of the other young ladies said, we cry together, we pray together, we travel together, we party together, we support each other through our children, through our careers. There's a lot of different roles that each of the members have or career fields they have that they're able to support each other. So, Puff with My Pearls is a female social cigar group.
So, starting from the root, I want to spark in the brain and say, hey, I want to start this group. Where did it actually start from?
So, my history, my mother is African American Puerto Rican. I grew up around cigars.
Okay.
So, growing up around cigars and then moving on into the corporate America, the spiritual background, wasn't so much lady smoke cigars. So I used to kind of sneak and smoke cigars here and there, or if I was in the islands somewhere and I wanted to try making cigars, things of that sort. But then as one day I was at a funeral for a sorority sister, and we wear our pearls and our traditional black. And when I left the funeral, I just knew I wanted something to help wine and to memorialize my sister. And so I stopped and I bought some cigars. And as I sat there smoking, I was like, I'm puffing with my pearls. And so I put it on social media. I tried to give it away, and someone else told me, she was like, that's a good name. You should do something with it. So it took me almost a year later to actually embrace it. And so Puff with My Pearls became what I wanted to talk with sisterhood. It's like it's that opportunity to be with other women who we've dealt with everything else in life, from husbands, careers, children, in-laws. Where do I get to relax at? Where do I get to still be a lady and be a woman, but I can relax and let my hair down? So that is the epitome or the basis of Puffing with My Pearls. It is a sisterhood. We can smoke, we can puff together as we've had to tackle every other obstacle in the world.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. And I'm glad to hear that because it shows that there's much more out in the world than all the stuff that's going on anyway. We know there's a lot of stress out there. So we get that. And we love the fact that there is a sisterhood. That's a wonderful thing. Tell us what are some of the things on the horizon for the sisterhood?
So, just because heard multiple times, we are more than just have we'll do pajama parties every now and then. That's just kind of the best space to just really let your hair down and kick it in. You don't know somebody, do you?
Right.
And so that
That could go some strange ways.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it where it is. Okay, we'll keep it in. Okay, all right.
That's where I
Yeah, just a sisterhood.
Yeah.
That's where
Okay,
I
just a sisterhood. Okay, all right.
So we have that coming up. Then of course, obviously we have picnic, we have
Nice.
outing that we pretty much do every year. Initially, it kind of started out just a us thing, but we've
opened it up this time. So I'm just making sure we're staying in tune and connected with each other and around us. So traveling to Chicago to go to Cigar Week.
Hey, I was just there this weekend.
So doing those things and so, being in the house with, traveling with, learn the things that aren't spoken about it. But it's just honestly where we hang out and just really get to know who we are, who we rolling with, because we, everybody doesn't get to be this close to us.
Right.
And so those who are, we just do what we have to do to make sure that we stay connected. She makes sure we stay educated as far as cigar smoking goes. So we still do 101s. She's still dropping stuff to us monthly. For a while, we did like she picked a cigar a month for. So there are a lot of things that we just do within the group to make sure that we're educated.
Now, do you guys have one favorite cigar for the whole group, or something stand out, or?
No, because everyone has a different palate. And so that's a part of learning cigars. I can tell you all day what cigar, what bourbon, wine, tequila, whatever to mix with it. But that's for my palate.
Mm-hmm.
Your palate is your palate. So you may find that the vast majority of us have one that we all do like. But everyone has different levels, different preferences. Some smoke cigars sometimes stronger than what I smoke. So it just depends. It just depends on your workday. You might want a stronger cigar.
Might want, yeah, something.
And a stronger beverage.
Exactly.
We don't have one signature cigar that's linked to our group.
Awesome, awesome. You mentioned something about the sisterhood, and then that you guys are unique, and how you bring the sisterhood, and how you meet other women, and but you're selective in bringing them into your sisterhood. Care to speak on that a little bit?
Sure, definitely. So the membership is capped at 25. The selection process is truly limit of the characters, integrity. Again, as I stated before, I've fought everywhere else in life. I've already been fighting on the job. I've already had to deal with the kids and the husband and the family, the in-laws. So just honestly, can I have a safe space? So before they are eligible to become members, we want you to come and be around us, to spend time with us, so we get to know you. We want to see what your public presence is and your private presence. Because once you put on this brand, you're representing us as a collective, and that means a lot. This isn't something that I take lightly, and nor does the members. And if I'm looking for a safe space, when I hear the last thing I need is someone who's battling something in their life and they don't know how to handle it, or they're unhealed. Because how they say, you don't heal, you'll bleed on someone who didn't hurt you. So I have to be very protective of who I bring in. And over the years, I've learned who is and who isn't to be a pro. But I also want to note that just because they aren't pro members, we have those who public pros. We have some that does not have a desire to be a part of the collective, but they enjoy us. And so they come around and they spend time with us. They do purchase different paraphernalia to celebrate and be with us. So it's not just a all in or all out. We don't own pearls. God made pearls. And He made each of us individually. So we don't push sisters away just because they don't want to be a member or aren't qualified to be a member.
And the reality is, even with coming out to get to know, for us to get to know you, you're getting to know us. You may think we're a group of people that you want to be around, and then you get around and it's us, and it's like, you know what? That's not what I thought it was. So it's
Some things are not for everybody.
Exactly. And so I don't think I want to feel like everybody wants to be with us, and we're like, no, you can't come in, because it works both ways. We're watching you while you're watching us.
Right.
Well, we are fans of you guys, so.
Yeah.
We admire the sisterhood. We admire that you guys are really into the cigar culture, but you're also doing a lot of service work, which is something that you guys don't highlight enough. I don't think, but I definitely, that's why you're with us now, and I want you to talk about your service.
So we do one community service event every month. And so I guess the thing is we don't do it for the praise of the community or the praise of other people. So sometimes we post that this month we gave this donation to this group or we did to this one. But as long as we know that we're doing something when we can and with our funds that we can, pull together to purchase hats, gloves, or food things of the sort, that's our own inner peace. So it's not going to always be posted when we do different things, when we serve or when we work or when we march.
Nor should it be.
No, should it be? Because we don't do that for the social media approval.
Right. All right, all right. Ladies, we're not going to hold you long because we know that the night has been long, and then we also know that the establishment is almost closed. So with that being said and everything else, we want to thank you. And then if you have anything to say before you go as far as the picnic and the big weekend that's coming up.
Also, definitely come out. I'm hoping all week, 313. This will be our first time hosting this event. So we're just really excited and really pleased with all of the different brick and mortars and cigar companies. We're like elated with the support that we've had. So please look at our Facebook page. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, there's Twitter, there's TikTok. Puffin All Week starts on Thursday, June 5th, and it goes through Sunday, June 8th. So you'll find that there's something each day that you may intrigue. That Thursday is the panel discussion, male and female co-ed panel. That Friday is the all black affair, so put on your best gear, come out. Saturday is the theme is blue. There's going to be cigar rolling. Friday night there's going to be bourbon pairing, and then Sunday is the actual kickback. Bring your tents, your chairs, your favorite foods, whatever your beverage of choice are, and just to come and network with us. That is the true premise of this. This is about, again, the community. If we won't do it right here in our own backyard, who will?
There you go.
All right.
Okay, right. Before you go though, you mentioned bringing out the tents. Can I bring my 16 by 16 tent?
See, you just blew it, man.
10 by 10 is top.
Okay.
All right.
See, you had the chance, but you blew it.
We wouldn't stop. We have some teams out there getting off.
Okay, all right.
This is 16 by 16. All right. Ladies, once again, thank you for joining Puff and Drinks. And as always, keep smoking.
There you go.
All right. Take care, guys, and thank you again.
All right.
Let's squeeze on in.
All right. Well, I think we had a good show.
Yeah, for what I gathered.
I think we've had a good show. It doesn't matter. You're always here.
There you
No
go.
matter what. We want to take and let everybody know that once again, Puff and Drinks is back online again. And then if you're interested in joining us, please do. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Hell, we're everywhere.
There we go.
So, right. Definitely. If you got a cigar that you want to share with us, or you got something that you want to share, and as a topic for our show, please let us know.
Yep.
We're always either at La Rosa's, Birds, any
Lay cigar.
Lay cigar, you name it. We are everywhere around town.
Right.
We're also going to do some cooking segments in the future too, where we pair a cigar with something that we hunted, and we'll mix a beverage in with it. We'll have all kinds of cooking secrets, techniques. Tune in.
Once again, thank you guys. We're offline now, and again, have a great night.
Night.
Peace out.